So if you're alive, I'm sure you've had a situation where you've tried to make something happen and it didn't go in the way you expected it to, didn't go in the way you wanted it to. So the important thing here, we're gonna get right on into it, is how do you relate to yourself when something like that happens? When something goes in a way that you didn't expect, when you have a failure or a mistake or whatever the heck, how do you define yourself? How do you relate to the situation? Because you can really essentially take three paths of either negativity, positivity, or neutrality. Most people, unfortunately, choose the negative path, where they decide to criticize themselves and deceive themselves into taking other options that are out of integrity so that they can get this result that they're looking for. And ultimately, it is a lot about criticizing. It's all about, oh, I'm not good enough. I've made this mistake here, and oh, this is the reason why this won't happen for me, and why I can't, and nah. But that's the thing is, how are you relating to the situation? Because these are aspects that are talking to you in your head of either negativity or positivity. And it's up to you to listen to certain ones. Which ones are you listening to? Are you listening to the negative ones that say that you're not good enough, that you're a failure, that you make mistakes, that blah, 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 because this thing didn't happen in the way you should have, that you tried to make it happen? No, that's wrong. That's why it feels bad when you buy into that. That's why it feels bad when you label yourself as not good enough. It feels bad for a reason, because it's not true. And that's why it feels good when you do love yourself fully. When you remember you have infinite potential. When you remember you can and you're able to do anything you set your mind to. Anything. That's why it feels good. You have to listen to the emotions. It's the emotional guidance system for a reason. And there's, again, I'll say this example. It's a beautiful example. If you've ever seen Treasure Planet, you know, the character Silver, how he encourages the character Jim to be himself. And he says, you know, I know you have potential. Essentially is what he is telling him. He's like, I cannot wait to feel the greatness that's coming off of you when you finally step into who you truly are. I cannot wait. That's the energy you should have with yourself. And that's how you do great things in life, is by believing in yourself to that extent, regardless of what's happening. Because, so many of us, we have to be accurate. Oh, this is what's happening in my life. This is what's happening. I've got to be accurate. No, you have to be delusional enough to continue to pursue what you want out of life until it becomes a reality and matches your inner world. But you have to be consistent and loyal to it. You can't be going back to the old energy, taking the old actions and criticizing yourself, deceiving yourself into acting out of integrity because you made this mistake, because this isn't going your way, because this, because that. No, failure is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. How do you relate to yourself? What did you learn about yourself from what happened? What would you not have learned if it didn't happen? You know, anything bad that happened, congratulations. That is exciting. What a good thing. Because that's why you came here. You came here to learn, to get messy, to explore contrast, to make mistakes, and all that jazz. Because you're an infinite being, and you're literally like made out of everything that exists. So this is all just here for you. There's nothing to really worry about. So, I mean, if that's the case, then you don't have to ever buy into the negativity. And I know it's easy to, I know you want to, but when you notice it, it stops becoming a pattern and starts becoming a choice. Something that you're willingly choosing to do. Oh, well, because, it's easy, it's safe, I'm used to it, there's a comfort and a safety in it, no. Those are all nonsense coming from the negative belief that doesn't want you to let go of it. Oh, it's hard to let go. I have to do all this healing work. I have to do this, I have to do that. Wrong. All you have to do is right this very second decide who you want to be, and that's it. That is it. That's all there is to it. You just be and you move forward, and whenever a trigger comes up, you're like, thank you, lovely, amazing. I am so grateful that I got triggered, that I'm feeling anxiety, because now I can look at this and relate to myself in a way that actually empowers me and allows me to move forward instead of recreating this cycle of nonsense where I continue to blame external things for how I feel and why that things are happening in my life. So I really do encourage you to just love yourself regardless of what happens. If things don't go your way, if people are criticizing you, if everyone's saying you're not good enough because of this reason, and you're thinking I'm not good enough because of that reason, let it go and realize that you are enough. You have to give yourself hope. You have to give yourself that love. No one else is going to give that to you consistently and endlessly. Only you are gonna be there for you. And it's a beautiful thing to have it from somebody else, but that's when you can become reliant. So I would say just, you have to be the supportive and loving parent to yourself. You know, the nurturing mother, supportive father, encouraging yourself to grow and flourish as who you are in positive ways. And yep, that's pretty much it. So stop looking for excuses to not be you and just start doing it. Thanks, goodbye.